Mombasa County.
Now, buying school uniform and where to purchase them from could soon be at the discretion of the parents. A complete shift from the current situation where schools demand that uniforms be bought from specific shops and outlets. Now, motion by Githunguri Member of Parliament Gathoni Moshomba, which has already been debated and approved by the House, seeks, among other things, to compel the Ministry of Education to formulate a school uniform policy on standardization, production and pricing.
Reports of parents being weighed down by exorbitant and exploitative prices for school uniforms bought from specific shops as per the directive of respective school principals have dominated the headlines. Despite the Minister of Education's warnings and directives against the same, school principals have refused to toe the line. And now, the National Assembly has embarked on a mission to arrest the runaway situation, thanks to a motion on the development of policy on standardization and production of uniforms.
Mr. Speaker, it has gone to an extent where even in the market, there are actually cartels. Children are directed to specific shops. In some cases, when schools open, the shopkeepers actually come to schools with the connivance of the heads so that they actually are paid directly, and the costs are extremely high. Mr. Speaker, that is something we must bring to a halt. When you talk to parents, when schools are opened, there is obvious exploitation, there are cartels involved in this, and I think school heads are involved. There is therefore need for a policy and some form of regulation.
Githunguri Member of Parliament Gathoni Mushomba, who moved the motion, says failure by the Minister of Education to regulate production and sale of school uniform has exposed the sector to exploitative private enterprises working in cohorts with school principals to exploit parents.
It is time for us to standardize and say, if we are to introduce new uniform, what material should we adopt? What quality? At what price should we not exceed? Because we have had schools that add profits on top of the basic requirement of uniform.
The motion, which has already been debated and approved by the National Assembly, will also ensure that counties and regions have uniforms specific to respective regions with a standardized color and price.
That we actually can standardize in counties. We can decide County 001, public schools can wear a certain color. County 00022, like my county, we can standardize and direct that they wear a certain color, so that we stop this whole business of uniform vending across the county.
And that way, we'll avoid businesses being done by principals of schools and BOM members for the sake of our education system.
However, the mover of the motion will first have to come up with a draft bill to be subjected to public participation before it is debated by members of parliament. And if passed, it will be a reprieve for parents.
I would advise that actually this policy should just deregulate the market. The schools should just say, this is the kind of color we need, this is the kind of material, where you make it, so long as it's decent, should be your problem.
The motion towards standardization seeks the Ministry of Education to come up with a policy and guide on the quality, the pricing, the buying and the making, and even the color.
Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
So at least 99.2% of the population from selected sub-counties in